Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're so glad to have each and every one of you on. We'd like to welcome our business partners and guests. We're going to go ahead and get started. You'll be hearing from two of the most successful companies in our industry doing something that's never been seen and perhaps never been done. As we're pleased to have on the line CEO of Pro Travel Network, Chris Coakly, and the CEO of Your Travel Biz, otherwise known as YTB, Mr. Scott Tomer. Scott, take it away.
Thanks, Dwayne. I want to begin with a couple questions. What if you were among the first to hear an announcement that would dramatically change an $8 trillion industry? What if you could leverage that information and position yourself ahead of its deployment? Now think about that for a moment. Imagine how this could impact your financial future. Well, that is exactly what's happening as two industry giants come together to create something totally revolutionary in the industry. For less than the cost of a cell phone, you can position yourself ahead of this news. What is it? Travel. That's right. The travel industry will never be the same. And the best thing about travel, you don't have to explain it because everyone already understands and desires our product. As a matter of fact, 99 out of 100 people, when asked what they would do if they had unlimited time and money, said they would see the world. Think about it for a second. What's on your bucket list? Would it be an African safari, the Grand Canyon, Stonehenge, Paris, New Zealand, or maybe Niagara Falls? Or possibly you go to the Far East, the Caribbean, Italy, Hawaii, or take that Mediterranean cruise. And while their lists may differ, the people you know also dream of seeing the Americas and the rest of the world. We'll show you how to make money every time you or anyone you know checks one of these places off their bucket list. But it's not just the dream vacations that pay you. You can make money every time you or someone you know book a hotel or rent a car or buy a cruise on your e-commerce site that's open 24/7. And you're not alone because once we have integrated the best of these two giants, you'll be able to refer those complex vacations to one of our travel professionals who will do 100% of the planning, 100% of the customer service, while splitting the earnings with you. This will be the most talked about, the biggest event in the industry this year, and you're hearing about it before it becomes common knowledge. You can lock in the price of this business for just $99. That's right. Regardless of how much more it costs when it's fully deployed, your price is guaranteed. And the monthly hosting fee is waived until October. Between now and then, we'll give you our current e-commerce equipped travel business. If you or the people you know book travel, we'll send you 60% of the money we receive. Plus, we will compensate you for sharing this news with others. You can even build a team of people to do the same should you desire. I read the results of a poll yesterday where 91% of those surveyed said they either had or desired to open their own business. So it's highly probable that everyone on this call is currently or hopeful of becoming an entrepreneur. If you're one of the 91%, I realize there are many opportunities from which to choose. So please ask yourself the following questions when comparing. Why wouldn't you want to be part of the largest industry on the planet? Why wouldn't you want to profit from this information before the world knows about it? Why would you pay more than $99 to start your business? And why would you gamble your future on a company without a proven track record? I'll close with a quote from Albert Einstein. If you do what you always did, you will get what you always got. I want to turn this call over now to my business partner, Mr. Chris Coakly.
And, Scott, I tell you, when I listen to what you said, I mean, I'm all over it and I'm all in. But I know there's people still thinking, well, I've never pictured myself doing travel. I've never pictured myself in networking or sales or marketing or anything like this. And, guys, you got to say to yourself, now, look, times are changing. Technology is changing. Industries are changing. And so the question becomes, when are you going to change? When are you going to start to really look at the fact that we wake up every day to a recession? See, we see articles in Time Magazine and Business Week that talks about when is it going to recover? Do we have to rethink our entire economy? See, the future in business right now is outsourcing. so that companies can put their workers in other countries where they don't have to deal with unions and they don't have to deal with minimum wage and they don't have to deal with benefits. And America is starting to look like the permanent temporary workforce. See, 28% of Americans will be impacted by the fact that most of them will never find an occupation or career or job. They'll work 2 and 3 part-time jobs that don't pay benefits, that don't have retirement plans. And this is where they'll find themselves stuck for years. And see, the only way that you can change that is you got to change your mentality. You got to change the mental thermostat. See, we got to get out of the mindset of working from paycheck to paycheck. See, if you look at people who won the lottery, the average person that has won millions in the lotteries find themselves 3 to 5 years later right back to paycheck to paycheck. See, because they haven't changed their mindset, even though they've changed the money. But if you take a billionaire like Donald Trump, who's found himself where some of his major industries, especially his casinos, had ended up bankrupt, yet today, where is he? He's still a billionaire today. Why? Because of his mindset. See, guys, if you're going to be successful in America today and the changing times we live in, you've got to begin to change the way you think. Then you got to change what you do and what you believe. See, you got to start to look at where successful people look, like Home Business Magazine that talks about bringing in a 6-figure income in a single month or making $9,600 in your spare time. You know, how to get paid without a job, a boss, or a set schedule. So you're going to look at Business Week where it talks about the kid who makes $60 million in 18 months. Diggs.com, Kevin Rose leads the new Brat Pack of Silicon Valley entrepreneurs. There are people out there who've changed the way they think, got in front of a market shift, and are now making more money than their parents' have ever made. The question is, when are we going to shift? See, guys, you got to look at the numbers. 5% of Americans become wealthy. That's 5% of the people ever get to a point where they can live off the money they've earned, where their money works for them instead of them working for their money. 95% of Americans reach retirement broke. What's the difference between the two? See, I'll tell you the difference. 95% of the people out there spend too much time entertaining themselves, while the top 5% spend their time educating themselves. 95% of the people out there stop learning after high school, while the 5% continue learning through mentors and books and seminars. See, 95% of the people out there take advice from broke friends and family, parents, uncles, cousins, where the 5% don't take advice from anyone that doesn't make more money than them, or at least is where they want to go. See, when you really look at who those 5% are, I want you to honestly listen to me now. Because if you're sitting there thinking, I don't know if this is for me, well, I'm going to tell you how the 5% get wealthy. And if what you do isn't on this list, then you've got no choice but to change. See, you've got to do something different, because you're not going to change this list. This is how the wealth has broken down for as long as we can track it. See, 1% of the wealthy in America got that way through the lottery. Just 1%. See, if you can hear my voice and you've got an active lottery ticket in your pocket and you're just waiting for them to call the numbers out after we get off this phone, you've at least got a 1% shot at being wealthy in America. See, 4% got that way through being professional athletes and entertainers. See, if you can hear my voice and you're currently being paid to play sports or to perform, you've got a 4% shot at becoming wealthy in America. See, 5% get that way through inheritance. See, if you got a wealthy relative that you're waiting for to die, see, you got a shot at being wealthy in America. See, 10% are CEOs of major corporations or doctors and lawyers with their own practice. See, if you can hear my voice and you're a CEO of a major corporation, I guess that'd be you, Scott, or a doctor or lawyer with their own practice, you got a shot at being wealthy in America. See, 10% of the wealthy are super salespeople that can sell anything to anybody. See, if you consider yourself that type of person, if you've gone through the training necessary to be that super salesperson, you've got a shot at being wealthy in America. But see, guys, if I haven't called out your career, if I haven't called out what you do, there's only one more chance for you to be amongst those who become wealthy in America, and that's if you become an entrepreneur. See, 70% of the wealthy in America do it through owning their own business. But here's the little part that most people don't know. The key to being successful in that 70% is to find someone who is doing what you're going to do and is successful at it and copying them. So you guys don't just be, it doesn't just mean if you start your own business you're going to be wealthy. It means if you start your own business with the right leadership, with the right company, with the right direction that you can follow, it increases the chances that you can be successful. See, guys, broke can be fixed. That's just a matter of money. But poor is a state of mind. And the problem today is 90% of all population's mindset is controlled by old paradigms. Things like money don't grow on trees. You know, money is the root of all evil. Right? You got to work your way up the corporate ladder, get a good job with benefits. You can only be successful if you get a college education. See, these are the things that have been constantly beat down in our heads over and over and over again, and yet we see more and more those occupations and mindsets don't control the wealthy in America. See, 90% of us just don't think. We're the product of other people's thinking. See, guys, there's three types of people out there. There's people who make things happen. There's people who watch things happen. And there's people who don't know what's happening. And you're at a moment in time where you're going to fall in one of those three categories, unless you choose one of the three that I'm going to talk about right now. And that is, if you're listening to our voice as we wrap this call up, if you don't see this opportunity for you, you make sure you get on the phone with the person who invited you and you let them know that, hey, I don't know if I see myself doing this, but I'll never travel again or shop online without supporting your business and giving you that business so you could be successful at what you're doing. See, if you're the second type of person, you're saying, hey, look, I'm ready to go. I'll go ahead and get in today because it's only a $99 decision. But I want to get together with you right away, get my questions answered, and find out what I got to do next. And if that's you, you let them know that that's you. And if you're the third type of person that says, I'm all in, I'm going to sign up right now, and I need you to swing by my house. I got 3 or 4 people I need you to talk to about this tonight. Then let them know that's you. See, guys, whichever one of the three type of people you are, you need to make a decision tonight. This is a $99 decision. It's not a $99 conversation. This is a chance for you to get in front of a market shift for less than it costs to go out and have dinner and a movie. This is a chance for you to be in business for yourself for less than the cost of a cell phone. What you got to do is make a decision. See, wealthy people make decisions quickly and change them slowly. People who fail make decisions very, very slowly and change them quickly. We look forward to seeing you and meeting you personally in a city near you. We'll see you at the top. Goodbye for now.